Good evening. I'm doing this live. I am, as you can see, working on roses. I am about 1,200 stitches away from completing this project. This is the Heaven and Earth Designs SAL for this year. If I complete this, I am then eligible for a free chart from Heaven and Earth Designs at the end of the year. And good timing because they have just released the images for next year one. And there's about 4 or 5 on there that I like. Same situation as we had this year. And yeah. I'm sorry if I'm a bit distracted. I'm trying to remember how to get my chat to come up on my laptop. I'm not doing very well here. Hold on. Go into that. This is when I need Nicola around to get a lesson on how to do lives because it's been that long since I've actually done one. I'm hoping this is working. I'm hoping that there's people hearing and seeing me. Go into their content. Live. There we go. Now then, let's see. Click on that. Nope. Nope. Put that in there. Save that. Back to that. Oh no, how can I do this? I can't remember. Nope, that's taking me back into that screen. You can tell it's been a while since I've done a live stream. I'm so far out of this. How do I do this again? I've done it before. No, I don't want to edit. I don't want to do that. Oh, for goodness sake. Nope. Into there. No, that's analytics. That's content. Videos. Live. Oh, view on live control room. There we go. Oh. There we go. Got it this time. Whew. Right. Who's there? Hi, Maddie. Hello, sweetie. How are you? I hope you're well. Hope you're still there. Oh dear, I tell you. Today has been one of those days. Where am I? What am I doing? Time to get ready for bed. And that's Alexa telling me it's bedtime, would you believe? Well, I'm going to ignore Alexa because it's Friday night. And as I said, I am 1,200 stitches away from completing this. So I'm going to crack on with it and see how much I can get done tonight. And then tomorrow, what I'm thinking is instead of doing an update, I might just do another live stream and to finish it. And then it'll be done. and off the list. Oh dear. I need to remember that to come into the content list and then to view through the what do you call it? Live hub. Anyway. So have you had a lot of trick-or-treaters, or geysers as we call them in Scotland? I've not had any. I've been in this house 5 years and I've not had any yet. So I think our village is, because I live like on the edge of the village, there's not many people come out our way. It's just split that screen with that and see if I can. It keeps wanting to cut off half my chat. Right. What I'll do is, because I can't do that much smaller or I'm going to lose. Right, hold on. Oh yeah, your butterflies. I saw that. I saw that post. Yeah. I've not had a pain-free crafts kit, but then again, I don't like stitching with DMC. I don't like DMC threads, so I tend. Yes, Charlie. I like the CXC. So it's not worth my while getting the threads, getting the kit, because I just wouldn't use it. Jess, do you want to stop pawing at me? You've had your supper. It's actually quite a nice chart, that one, no Maddie, with the butterflies. It's quite colourful. I'm thinking tomorrow after I finish this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do a couple of sessions on the kitchen shelf. Just because it's colourful, and it'll just to get away from being all greens, because it's basically, that's all I'm working on now is green. Now that I've completed the roses. See, I finished the roses. Oh. There might be a cat's paw up here, or a cat's ear, or a tail, because he's just annoying me at the moment. Oh no, that's in the wrong place. See? All these shades of green are starting to look the same. I'm working on colour 164, and I have 574 stitches left of this colour. It's the biggest amount of colour. It's the biggest number of stitches I've got for any colour. But in saying that, I've not been marking off, so I should really mark off. Let's see. Right. Ah. You think I'm a speedy stitcher? I'm not as fast as some. Have you watched one of Kamari's videos? She's just completed, was it Flower Girl? Girl with Flowers? Something like that. It was one of the limited edition charts from Heaven and Earth Designs. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful one. It was, I think it was a limited edition or a Patreon chart, and I was going to get it, but then I thought, I don't really stitch that type of thing. I don't really do people. I think I've said this before. If I do people, it tends to be as part of other designs. Like if it was a landscape and there were people in the landscape, I don't do portraits or things like that. So but we shall see what happens. Let's just get this block done. Yeah, your B element's looking good as well. Right, Rivers Love, who are you now? Let me think. See, I don't like this with having the handle. I prefer the names, the channel names, because I know who people's channels are. I don't know that one. Who's that? Oh. I can't place you. I'm really sorry, Rivers. I don't recognise the. I don't like this art thing that they've got going there. It's just. Right, let's just get up. And of course, we've got fireworks going up tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow night. Our village fireworks are. They're on Wednesday, and they tend to do Saturday before. So we had fireworks last night going off. I tried to record a stitch with me yesterday, but I was all over the place because I was stitching further over to the left, and the way because I had been doing the least to the most, I was like stitching down here and I was stitching up there and I was stitching over here, and I was like, no, it was just too all over the place. I prefer to just plop the camera onto a spot and stick to that area. But and then the fireworks were going off, and they were louder than what I thought they were going to be. I knew there was someone going to be setting off fireworks because they had posted it on the Facebook group for the village. But I didn't realise they were going to be quite as loud because they posted as anonymous, didn't know who it was, so didn't know whereabout in the village it was going to be. Turned out it was straight behind where I live. So they were really loud. And then Oscar got frightened by them, so he was walking about the house shouting his head off, meowing. Then sitting beside me shaking. So yeah, it was a bit of a washout yesterday doing that. Yeah, they are annoying. See, I was spoilt because when I was growing up, we had a Cocker Spaniel that was bred for the gun. It was bred and it was used to the bangs. So firework night came, the fireworks started going off. He would get excited. He didn't get upset. He didn't get frightened. He would get excited, and he liked to sit on the front doorstep watching the fireworks. And then when my daughter was young, we got a dog. We got a rescue dog. We say it was a failed police dog because he was just nutty. But there's things that he would do, like he would sniff things out and stuff like that. And we just say it was a failed police dog. It was too friendly. And he was the same. fireworks, thunder and lightning, he'd sit at the window and he would watch, look at the window. I remember, let me think, Dad died 2016, about 11 years ago. We got a massive thunderstorm overnight. It started at about 11:30 at night and it was on for a good 2 or 3 hours, right? And we had 2 cats at the point in time. What's that? It wasn't 11 years. No, it would be 11 years. Maybe 10. Hold on. Maybe 10 years. I'm trying to remember, I'm trying to think, because my next door neighbour that's where I am now, it was her that got me the 2 black cats that I had at the time. And her cats were a good 2 years older. So her cats now, how old would Casper be? It's Casper 11. And they would have been, was Casper older than that? I was at college. It must be about 2015. And the cats were sitting on the windowsill watching lightning, and they were sitting one either side of the dog. Hello. Are you telling everyone a story? Do you want to unhook your claw? Thank you. How you've not lost your claws, I don't know. Oh. A blue tech hound, I've never heard of those. I'll need to go look and Google. Is it a specific breed of dog then? Sorry, I'm not very good at keeping the track of the comments. Do you want to move? Because I really need to put my elbow there. I'm getting the looks at the cat from the cat now. I'm getting that look from Charlie. That looks, when they look hurt. Not hurt, they're just being a pain. So what kind of dog do you have, Maddie? 45 kilos, is that about Great Dane? No, it's not quite Great Dane size. Wait a minute, what's, because Ben was a German Shepherd. And he was about 28, so... Standard poodle. Oh, he's a mix. Oh, now standard poodles are supposed to be smart dogs, aren't they? Because they use poodles sometimes for support dogs, don't they? And some of the police forces use poodles, don't they? And the Bevier des Flandres, or Bevier des Flanders, or butchering it, but I think they're quite sort of like are they not a mastiff type? I'd love to see a picture, Maddie. You need to post a picture in Nicola's group so we can see. What do you think? Do you think I should start a group on Facebook for you guys? So did it hijacking Nicola's? I think I might need to start a Facebook group. I'm not very good with dog breeds. 7 stone. God, that would make two. I would make two of them. In fact, more than that. Oh, I miss my dog, but because I've not got the mobility anymore, I can't walk it, so it's not fair. So I really do miss having my dog. Certainly put you two in their place. Your nose would be out of joint. I'm actually sitting at the moment. I've got Oscar on one side and Charlie on the other. And you know how I got the project bags from one of my viewers? Well, Oscar started lying on top of them. If I put them down on the sofa, they're fair game. Yeah. I wasn't quite expecting the response to my post in our group, asking what people thought and which ones they liked, because I have to admit, from what people were saying on our live stream on Wednesday, there was quite a few people were saying that they would wait and see what the pictures were, which is fair enough. But and also quite a few people were saying no, they weren't interested and weren't going to do it. But I don't know. I really want to do the Kincaid type, the church one. But I also want to do the owl one because it reminds me of a Malcolm Watson chart, and I'm just about to start a Malcolm Watson at the end of November. So I don't know. I think I changed my mind about 4 times before I picked this one. And one of the reasons I picked this one was you guys. I didn't want to pick one that was one of the more popular ones because I thought, well, everyone else is going to, that's doing it, you're going to see so many of it, you're going to be bored of seeing it. You're probably bored of seeing this one. The amount of posts that I've put up in the last week and a half. But, yeah, that's a space there. Right. Oh. That's supposed to be a different, oh, wait a minute. That needs to come out of there and go into there. And what colour should that have been then? This one again, okay. Mark this stitch off and I shouldn't have. And that's the wrong place as well. Right. That should be that. That should be 966. That shouldn't be that one. That should be that colour. And that should be 954. How have I missed night? You know what I've done? What's that one? That's 954, right? So that's 54. That's in the wrong place. That's one too far over. That's easily fixed. And what's that one supposed to be? 966, right? So if I put, take that out. See, I do make mistakes. Come on. And that's in the wrong place as well. So take that out of there. Right. Uh-oh, where did that go? This is what slows me down when I get to this part of the installment as well, because I find that I've been making mistakes. I'm really bad. That's really bad. Okay, that's 2 stitches that were in the wrong place. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Sometimes I make a mistake and I just want to cry. Hi, Brittany. How are you this evening? Right, you are in the right place, I think. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so if I do those 2. Right, and oh dear, what have I done? I've completely messed this one up. Oh, what have I done? You know what? I've not messed that up at all. Oh, for goodness sakes. Ha! Can I start over again? Right, well, this is what happens when you, because I'm not marking off as I'm going and I'm doing a live stream. That's where I've messed up. Right, that can come. Charlie, do you want to stop pulling at me, please? It does get easier, eh? Well, that's me frogged stitches that didn't need to be frogged, so that can go back on the thing. So I don't need that. Uh, 966. Oh, where are you hiding? Also, my pattern keeper, I'm not making excuses up here, but my pattern keeper is half the screen size the screen it normally is, because I have my live stream chat another half of the screen. I really should have it on like a completely different screen altogether. It should be like on my laptop screen, and I can have my pattern keeper full screen on my Chromebook, but I just don't have the space around me at the moment. I'm going to be rearranging. That's the wrong place. Oh, for goodness sake. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's the wrong colour. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm going to be rearranging the living room. And I'm going to try and have a desk in here. And what I'll do is I'll put a Chromebook and my laptop on the desk side by side. And what I'll do is I'll put the Chromebook, I'll have my pattern keeper, because I can't run my pattern keeper on anything else. I don't have a tablet. I only have my Chromebook, and I've got a laptop there, so that will have my YouTube for my live stream, for my comments. And because my chairs are so uncomfortable, I don't think I'll be doing much more than an hour or two, maybe two, for the live streams. Oi, that's my other chair. Stop it. Right. What a palaver. Please tell me I'm not the only one that looks at that loses their place on their blooming pattern like this. Because I shouldn't have. I should be marking it off as I'm going, and I've not been. Right. Let's just. There we go. Now, of course, because I'm embarrassed. Oh gosh. Now, if this wasn't live, I could have edited that. Except I couldn't, because I don't edit. Oh dear. Oh, I could have just deleted it and done it and filmed it again, eh? Oh dear, right. Calm down. Oh, you're not. What are you working on, Brittany? Charlie, do you want to stop it? Right. Let's get this back into the. Right. Oh, the cells are fine if until you get to the end, and then you start messing up. Oh gosh. There we go. When I finish this block, it'll be none the wiser that I ever frogged them by mistake. Oh dear. Right. One. One there. Right. That goes one. That. Oh. Charlie, stop pawing at me. You've had your supper. You have a clean litter tray. At least it was clean till Oscar got in it. And you've had your supper. You don't need anything else. And you've got water in your bowl. Now you're only pawing at me because you want me to you want to have my full attention, and it's not happening. So you just have to find a space and lie down. And no, you can't lie on my knee because I need to put my hand under my projected stitch. Alright. Right. Do you use pattern keeper, Maddie? Or do you use markup? Yeah. I couldn't remember. I can remember you showed a screen, but I couldn't remember what it was that you were using. If that makes sense. So do you use that on your Android tablet at the moment, or do you have a on your phone or something? Ah, you twit. That's not. Shall we try that again? That one. You're in there. Yeah, I think that was my problem. I've got an iPhone. I've got a very old iPhone, an iPhone 8. I've just never got around to getting a new one, and now it's starting to be a bit dodgy. So I think my next big purchase is going to be an iPhone, a new iPhone, because I like the camera. Do you want to stop laying on? I'll tell you. I wish. Look, I don't know if I can. Sorry for the. Oh, move that out the way. Look. Oh, now I've moved you that far. I can't see. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I tried markup, and I couldn't get it to work. But I think it's because it was on my phone. I couldn't see what I was doing, and I think that's why I didn't get on with it. And I do prefer pattern keeper, but I would like to keep it to have it as a fallback, if you know what I mean. In case a pattern doesn't go into pattern keeper, it might go into markup. I was thinking of switching to Saga, because everyone's talking about Saga being the bee's knees. But in order to get that, you need to download that plus one other app. So because you need the other app to change your PDFs into compatible formats. And I thought, well, what's the point in having two apps? You know, when you only really need one. And it'll be interesting to see if the developer of Pattern Keeper or Markup comes up with anything, any of the bits and pieces that are on Saga. Like, you know, the definite, like, you can define a block and work within a block, that sort of thing, which I think would be a brilliant addition to either of them. In fact, I think it would be a brilliant addition to Pattern Keeper, because it'd be great to be able to just sort of define, like, say I'm working in this section here, but forget the fact that I've done the rest of the pattern, but say I was only doing a piece, I only wanted to work on a piece that was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks across and 3 blocks high, and I could define that on Pattern Keeper. It would be brilliant. I would love that. That's there. One. So I'll tell you how many stitches I've done so far today. Done 1261. I did I had 1,000 done by tea time. I got into a row. I was doing, I find whenever I get into, like, and do one particular, like, stick to one colour, that I go through them a wee bit quicker now. Do I want to finish that block off? See, I thought about doing bottom left start for one of mine, but I was actually going to start Venus. When I started that, I was going to start that bottom left, and then I thought, I don't know what it was. I think once I put the fabric in the frame, it was like, just started it. Just started it where I normally start it. It seems to be automatic for me just to put it in to start there. Right. Colour are you? Wait a minute. Mark that as part up there, because the part. Nope, no. Change it back to that colour part. Right. Up there and up there. 3, 6, 9. Right. Yeah, I think the diagonals. Yeah, I'm doing diagonal blocks on a lot of mine at the moment. I've converted them into it, and I'm swithering about turning some of them, switching some of them back to this diagonal. I mean, I'm still doing the witching hour on diagonal. I think I switched all the rest over. So I'm starting Celtic Unicorn for St Andrew's Day on the 30th of November. So I think that one will probably be getting done on the diagonal. I'll know for certain after I've done the first couple of blocks and the way the colours are going in, whether it's going to work for me. I found that with the kitchen shelf, it's easier for me to work in blocks, vertical block, work the blocks down vertically, just because of the way the colours go. That was, yeah, how many have I got still? I've got 67 of this colour left. Okay, there. I'm going to finish this block off, and that'll be another column done. Right, so that goes to there. I don't know why they use 564 and 966 because they're more or less the same colour. There's about 3 or 4 shades of green in here that are all so close that if you make a mistake and you're trying to unpick it and you've got, you know, more than one of them colours stitched, it's a nightmare trying to frog stitches then. Oh, yeah. Right. To there. One there. So I've got 9 colours left, I think. So that goes there. Yeah. So what do you think, guys? Do you think I should do an update tomorrow as normal? Or do you think I should wait until after I've actually finished it? Because I'm not going to I've not stitched on anything else all week. So you thought last week's one was short, was what, about 12 minutes? Do you think I can beat 12 minutes? Right. What time is it? It's 11:15. I've got how many stitches left? Right, I've got 1100 stitches left. Think I might just call it quits for tonight because I'm starting to get a headache as well. And somebody's been noisy on letter tray, ain't you? I better give him some attention, or I'll never hear that. I'll get no peace tomorrow. So I'm gonna go, guys. Thank you for your company. If you could click the like button on your way out, that would be appreciated. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you've missed the live stream, I'm sorry. I will try and do another one tomorrow. Hope you'll have a lovely evening, what's left of it, and see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.